Welcome back to the Miles High Club. The Broncos are number one in the AFC, and I'm number one in your hearts. It's the divisional round. We're making picks. We're doing previews. Let's get into it. But before we get into it, we got to pay the bills. If you haven't gone yet, go to GameFaceGrooming.com. Go get yourself some facial wipes. Go get yourself some shaving cream, some all that ish. Go down to Game Face Grooming. Males, I'm talking to you. I know some of y'all stink. Go get some body wash. But let's get into the first game. I'm talking about the Broncos game last because I'm a Broncos fan. So tune in. Please watch the whole video. Please like and subscribe if you love the content. First game, San Francisco going into Seattle. We saw this a couple weeks ago. I like Brock Purdy and the 49ers. I like Sam Darnold and the Seahawks this year. And this game was going to come down to whose playmakers make the best plays. And is Sam Darnold going to be a pumpkin? I don't know. Maybe. But what I do know is Christian McCaffrey, who I believe in the most in this game, I believe he's going to take them to the NFC Championship. And a fun fact, Kyle Shanahan has either missed the playoffs or made it to the NFC Championship at least. So this guy is here to win. Sorry, Seahawks, that you guys are not going to advance to the NFC Championship. But I think Sam Darnold is going to be the downfall of this game. And I feel bad for the Seahawks fans because they got so hyped. And you would think, this could be like the Russell Wilson and Legion of Boom type of team. But I'm having a hard time believing in Sam Darnold. And I think Brock Purdy's going to come out and ball. Especially because I think they only scored 3 points in that last game against the Seahawks. That's not happening again. The Christian McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings, I think Ricky Pearsall's coming back. Trent Williams didn't play in that last game either against Seahawks. So, they're getting healthier, but they did lose George Kittle. They got Tonjes. We're fine. I think the Seahawks going to take this L, and it's going to be a sad, sad ending to their season. Because I think it's probably going to be an ending on a field goal. Then, next game is the Texans versus the Patriots. This game, it's going to be a defensive battle. I think I take the under in this game. If you're betting, people, you're betting. The offenses. Look at the Patriots' offense last week against the Chargers. That was their first real test because they played the Bills, and the Bills' defense is but the Chargers' defense is pretty darn good. And they only, basically, in my eyes, they scored a late touchdown and they scored 3 field goals. Like that, they scored 16 points. I think the Texans have a better offense than the Chargers as we speak right now, just because of the offensive line for the Chargers, which is so bad. I like the way Woody Marks is running. I don't know if Nico Collins is going to play because he had a concussion. I think he left. But Jaden Higgins, Christian Kirk, shout out Stephen A. for saying Charlie Kirk, but that's a whole RIP, my boy. So I'm actually going to take the Texans here. And that's I'm saying I'm already 2 upsets in. 2 lower seeds winning, beating the higher seeds. I just like the way the Texas defense looks. I know they played Aaron Rodgers and they can't move much. It's going to be interesting against Drake May because Drake May can run. So I do like Drake May having a decent game though. I don't think we're coming out of this game saying, oh snap, Drake May, it's his first real test on a good defense. Maybe he wasn't that good this year. Maybe because he just played some tomato cans. I don't think that. I think Drake May is going to have a good game. I just don't think it's going to be enough because I really think C.J. Stroud's going to bounce back. And C.J. Stroud has won a game every year since he's been in. he has to win this divisional round game one of these times. And why not a perfect time when you don't have to play Josh Allen, you don't have to play Patrick Mahomes, you don't have to play Joe Burrow or Lamar. Like, you get to play a guy that's new to this, a team that's used to this, but a guy that's new to this. And I just like the way the Texans defense travels. So I got the Texans getting the W here. Then we got the Bears versus the Rams. In Chicago, I don't know what the weather's going to be like. I did not look at that. That could change a lot of things, how my thinking is. But I don't know if it will, though, because I love the Rams. They are, first off, they're not going to give up. The Packers, I'm even going to talk about them. But if they are up 21-3, if the Bears offense does not come out to play, and the Rams are up 21-3, there is no shot in this world that the Bears come back. And we're going to see that this weekend, because I really think this game is going to get ugly. I don't know why, but that's another lower seed beating a higher seed. And that means the Rams are going to be able to host the NFC Championship 5-6 game for an NFC West showdown. That's crazy. That'd be, I think the 49ers and the Rams are the best two teams, and I'm not going to talk about who I think is going to be in it, because obviously we need to wait till the game's finished, the Super Bowl, to get to the Super Bowl picks. But I like the Rams to win here, and I don't think it's going to be a close game. I really don't think it's going to be a close game. So, Caleb Williams had a great throw. That 4th and 8 throw, Caleb, hey, that's why they picked you number 1 overall, but that's not happening. Jared Verse and them boys are going to get after you. Nate Landman, you know what I mean? Fisk. Don't get me started. And last but certainly not least, it's the boys. The Broncos versus the Bills. This game, a lot of Broncos fans talk about, it's a revenge game from last year because they beat us 31-7. It's not a revenge game. Last year, it's our first time back in a decade. It was our first time back in a decade, and we were just happy to be there. Very happy to be there, playing with house money. If we won that game and we got to play the Chiefs in the next round, that would have been insane. But no, this is not a revenge game. This is just going to put the Broncos on the map. If you watch my Instagram video, you'll see that I said the narrative is going to be, oh man, Josh Allen is just not built for the moment. No, guys. Sean Payton got these boys ready. The Broncos are ready to freaking fight. He said it in the summer, Sean Payton. We got about I've coached 6 or 7 teams that I think can make the Super Bowl. And this team's one of them. You got a lot of heat for that. A lot of heat. Just saying. We're 3 wins away from doing what he said in the summer. And he'll be the first coach ever to win 2 Super Bowls with 2 different teams. This team, this defense, and Nick Bonito got stubbed for the All-Pro? Nah. Over because of Micah Parsons? Micah Parsons didn't even finish the season. Anyways, the Bills are going to come into Denver off of a short week, tired, not ready for this altitude in Denver. I'm super excited for it. It's at 4:30 Eastern, 2:30 Denver time. I don't like saying Mountain. I like saying Denver time. That's the only time that really matters in the Mountain time. So 2:30 Mountain time, Denver time, 4:30 Eastern time. Tune in. The boys beat the Bills. It's the Miles High Club, so we always chase it with a Miller Latte. Thanks for the support. Please like and subscribe if you got this far. Bo Nix, those for 4 touchdowns. You heard it here first.